Good morning, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and this is the card we're making today. I'm using Uniquely Artistic and Happiness Abounds. I'm using this stamp set, the sentiments on this stamp set, and this die that goes with this stamp set. So, let's get started. It's just a top fold card, like so. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The inside piece here is, or the outside piece is 5 by 3 3/4. So first thing we're going to do is glue that to the front of our card. I stamped it with Memento black ink. So let's go ahead and glue this down. I was trying to think of a way to use this stamp set. I had to fussy cut the flowers and leaves because there's no die that goes with them, but they were pretty easy to fussy cut. So let's go ahead and put this on there. There's that. Okay, then what I did for stamping, normally I stamp the inside before I do this. So let's go ahead and do the inside so you can see how I stamp these flowers. I took this stamp, and you want to put your pad behind there because these are photopolymer. I use Sweet Sorbet, inked it up, and I just stamped over to the edge, just like so. You could do this to the envelope as well. Go ahead and close out so it doesn't ink me up. Flirty Flamingo. This stamp. And then I tried to line it up here to where it was. That looks good right there. Stamp that. I don't know how I did that. Got it on myself already. Somehow. It's okay, we'll figure something out. So I usually stamp before I glue. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and clean those two stamps because that ink will stain. Just wipe it off. Okay, then I took, actually on this one I used this little stamp right here. I don't know that I like the way it looked, so I'm going to take this one and just do the top part of it. So let's ink that up in Granny Apple Green. And I'll wipe off what I don't want inked. Get that over here. So if you kind of ink on it like so, and then the part you don't want ink on, you can just wipe it off. I mean, you could, I tried using the masking, I didn't really like the way it turned out, so we're going to do this. So we're just going, because they're photopolymer, this works pretty good. Stamp that down. Oh, that looks pretty good. And we'll do it again. If you use the corner of your mat or your ink pad, do pretty good without getting ink where you don't want it. And then put that there. That looks pretty good. A little bit missing there, but that's okay. And that will dry a little lighter. Just give it a little bit of time. And then we're going to take our Parakeet Party and this stamp. This one's a little harder to get just the part you want. But I'm going to need a little bit more there. wipe some of that off. There and there. Okay. It's a pretty light color, so looks pretty good. Stamp this. Here. Like so. Those are done. I think that looks better than this. And then I took this and used the Parakeet Party. This leaf here. It's in that stamp set, and I only wanted the leaves. I didn't want the stem. And then I stamped here. And you can stamp. I don't really need a lot, but I'm going to stamp it again. Right there. Okay? I think I'm going to do some more. Stamp it out here. Oh, yeah. You can do as much or as little as you want, whatever looks good to you. I'm going to put one right here, kind of. You could go crazy stamping. There. Okay. You don't have to stamp that much on the inside. I just went crazy. And then I took these little, looks like the insides of flowers on here. It's this right here. You could use this, but I decided to use that. And then I used the Flirty Flamingo because I didn't want it too dark. And then I just treated it like it was dottage. Just kind of stamped around. So now it's got ink on it somewhere. So you can cover up that little boo-boo right there. There's one right there. It's kind of forgiving when you start putting dottage around it. And maybe one right in here. There. You don't have to put that much. And just go stamp crazy. So that's the inside of our card. So now let's do the outside. I've got all the pieces ready. And when I stamped this one here, clean the ink off of it, I stamped the whole thing and only cut out part of it. So you don't have to stamp the whole thing. I just did because I wasn't sure how much of it I wanted to use. And I'll show you how much of it I cut off. Okay. That way. So I stamped my flowers just the same way as I stamped this with Sweet Sorbet and Flirty Flamingo, and then I fussy cut them, and then I stamped these with the Parakeet Party, and I stamped those with the Granny Apple Green and then Parakeet Party. And I just cut off this part right here. This bottom. I only wanted this little bit. Because what I'm going to do, and I stamped this with Memento Tuxedo Black. So I'm going to just glue this one here. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to glue it here. And it's okay if it goes over the edge a little bit. And then I took one of my flowers, glued it down. Forget the sign up special is going on until May 31st. $99, you get $125 worth of product plus some free in color things, the stamp pads and some designer series paper and some other things. For it's worth 66. I don't know how I want that on there. I think I'll do it like this. $66.50 worth more worth of product. Okay, now let's go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this. Anyway, if you push the down arrow and go to my blog, there's a picture there that you can click on that will show you what you can get for free for $66.50. That's the value worth of in-color products when you sign up as a demonstrator. Plus, there's no shipping charge on the $99, so you get a lot of product for $99. And then you'll get a discount on your next order, 20% off on your next order, on every order after that, once you sign up as a demonstrator. So let's put some of these little leaves under here. Just adds a little bit more character to your front of your card. One more. Yeah, I was struggling trying to think of something to make with this without just making a one-sheet wonder. And I like the idea of using that die. I thought it looked really pretty. That's your card for today. Oh, couple of things. I put some of these butterflies on there. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll put one right there. One up here by the happy birthday. And then one right here. And then the last thing I did was my Wink of Stella. Just put it on there, make your flowers shiny. Plus it kind of blends the color a little bit more into the flower. I just kind of did very carefully around my leaves. I could have done this before I put those leaves on there, but I can go around them pretty easily. Very, very simple card. I think the most time consuming is fussy cutting, but it doesn't take very long. And that's your card. Using Uniquely Artistic and Happiness Abounds, and then the Blossoming Happiness dies. Just this die right here. So yes, the special, $99. And if you're not interested in signing up as a demonstrator and just want to become my customer, becoming a customer, you get, I give you, you have a great team. Let's So I'll give you a free gift catalog if you don't have one. Just have to spend $50 to get a catalog from me, and I'll send it to you. So I hope you have a great day. Be sure and click the down arrow to go to my blog to see all the supplies and everything that I used on this card. And you'll find my Shop Now button or my Join Now button in my blog. What else was I going to tell you? I think that's about it. I hope you have a blessed day and that you have fun stamping and just have just a great day. And please be sure to subscribe, share, and like my video. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start giving you some live videos, and I think that would be fun. Have a wonderful day and have fun stamping.